Guargora decided to leave Hololive. If you pull this up, it has 18 million views. Like, everybody on the whole internet was talking and thinking about this shit, right? And so 234,000 likes. So she was extremely popular. Like, I would say Guargora is like top 5, if not top 3 most popular VTubers, right? Her leaving Hololive is a really, really big fucking deal. And the bigger deal about it is the fact that she's leaving, and this is what she said about it, right?
I'm really sorry for
Okay, all right, we gonna listen to it. So she, and you can see, obviously, it got 2 million views. A lot of people really had a lot of opinions about this and thought about this. And so she was a beloved creator. Everybody liked her. And so, anyway, we'll listen to what she said yesterday about it and see what happened. Okay, there it is.
Hi.
Okay. So this is directly
everyone.
what it was. Did she die? Yeah, kind of.
It's me, Barbara.
It's your boy.
From Hololive English. Myth.
As of no surprise, she's probably nervous as fuck.
Coming tonight?
Yeah.
And for being here?
Because like you can tell at this point, like, it's over. Like, you know what this is, it's over. For sure. It's cooked.
It means a lot to me that you're here right now.
Yeah.
I'll keep this short and to the point. I'm not so good with words, but I will do my best. And please forgive me. I am reading off of some notes so that I don't forget anything.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm really sorry for worrying you or upsetting you with this announcement.
I'm upset.
This has been a very long time coming, but today I am here to announce that I will be graduating from Hololive on May 1st, 2025.
So, real quick, graduating, this is like a term that VTubers use. It's a like a holdover vestigial term from like idol culture. Whenever a member of a pop group or like a like a celebrity group moves on beyond that group, right? And so it's like basically graduating and leaving. These are synonymous. It's the same thing, but it's just like a euphemism, right?
My reasons being disagreements with management and company direction.
That's crazy.
I debuted.
We're probably never gonna know actually the reason why, like what the disagreements were, etc. But I do think that like basically like her saying that like this has been going on for a while and it's been because of management, that's kind of a big deal. Why is this such a big deal? I can talk about it afterwards.
In September of 2020 with 4 other incredibly talented girls who I respect and admire. I had barely any streaming or singing and dancing experience before joining this company.
Big deal. I know people like to be rude in chat. Everybody wants to be rude and obnoxious and just like be like a mean for like no reason. This obviously, I mean, she's got 4.5 million subscribers, like 2 million people watch this. Like the fucking announcement on Twitter had 18 million views. Like, if you're acting like that, like, you're just being a fucking asshole, right? I don't know why you would say that. Like, you're just being a rude, stupid boomer, honestly. Like, you're really no different than, like, you know, your grandpa that's asked you to, you know, like, turn down the Game Boy if you're playing, you know, your Xbox. Like, just stop it. Just stop being an asshole. Stop being a dickhead.
It was
It's just so fucking
incredibly
cringe.
exciting, but also very intense and unexpected to be suddenly surrounded by so many eyes and expectations. I remember there being many days where the stress was so overwhelming that I couldn't eat or keep food down.
Yeah.
But the continuous support and patience of my wonderful community helped to lessen that feeling and pushed me to go on to do things that I didn't even know I was capable of. I am so lucky and so thankful for each and every one of you, to the opportunities given to me, and for the almost 5 years we've been able to spend together. I love singing for you and performing for you on stage or in my bedroom. You helped pull me out of my shell, and I went off from being too scared to sing alone in my shower to singing live in front of hundreds and thousands of people.
I remember that.
When I think about how many of you I've been able to connect with, it brings me so much joy. It's been an honor and a dream come true to be your shark, your Goopa. With you, I've been able to achieve what I thought for a very long time would be impossible for a girl like me.
No, I don't know anything inside about this.
To feel
I have no
part
idea
of something.
It's not like I have like some like inside details or insider knowledge.
I love being an idol and VTubing.
Yeah.
And watching all of my senpai, Kouhai, and the entire VTubing community grow into this amazing, colorful, and successful world. I love the banter we've shared over the years. I love your clips and compilations, your cosplays, fan art, every single bit of it. I am so lucky to have been loved in such a way. Those of you that sat and fretted over what to write, poured your hearts out to me in ink, please know that I have all of your letters, and I will seal them and keep them forever until the archaeologists dig them up in 300 years and try and decipher what a gargoyle was.
Yep.
Thank you for your compassion, your creativity, and your dedication to me. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for waiting for me to return when the outside
Is this contract dispute? Yeah, basically.
Let's have as much fun as we can together during these last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Please share your kindness and patience with everyone. And while my time here may be coming to an end, I will cherish the memories that we've made together forever.
Well, there it is.
I have one final project to share with you, and I can't wait for you to see it. I'm feeling really optimistic for the future, and I hope you are too. Thank you, everyone, for letting me be your little shark.
Well, there it is. That's it. Wow. Well, this is what's happened. So apparently, Cover Corp. So like, let me see, Hollow Live, Cover, Corp stock. So this is their stock. I'm gonna see if I can just pull it up and get an idea of this. Where the fuck is it? 1 day, 5 day, whatever. I'm not sure if this is the right number to check or not, but it's very clear, like, the stock kind of went down, obviously, after her leaving. I mean, she's, like, one of the main faces of this group, and then her leaving because of that, that's kind of a big fucking deal, man. That's a massive fucking deal. And so, that's down 10%. Yeah, that's a huge, huge amount. And so, anyway, they sold their shit. Yeah, I know they did. And, basically, apparently they went public or something like that. Like, I don't know, like, all the details about this, but you know, as a VTuber, and this is what I've noticed a lot from like contracts, and this is something that I even talked about, like Tectone. The thing is here, if anyone's shocked by Gura's decision to leave Hololive, and her main decision to is due to the company's direction, y'all need to understand how shit VTuber orgs are. Ownership of identity. That means that like Hololive owns Gura. Like she doesn't own it, they own it. So like if she wants to go off and do her own thing or have her own opinions or whatever. Also, like I know there's been some people that are like negative and rude in the stream. Like, I just want to, I'm gonna just let you know, like, this is what happens whenever you do that. Just real quick. So, like, this, like, we just ban you. Like, you're nobody. Like, you're nothing, bro. Like, you're just rude, obnoxious, and you're just making this stream worse by being, like, annoying. Like, why would you be an asshole? Like, why would you even do that? Like, yeah, ban all, yeah, just permaban you. Like, you don't mean shit, bro. Like, you're just annoying. So, just keep that in mind whenever you're trying to be obnoxious or, like, rude. Yeah, well, why do you care this much? The reason why I care about the people that act this way is because it's disrespectful and rude for no reason. There's no real premise on it other than the fact that they just don't like it. And so when you're taking a person who's having a bad time for something that you just simply don't understand, like I would understand if this was like a person that like, you know, for example, like somebody is like crying about like, you know, getting sentenced to jail for like running somebody over, fine. But like when you just have like this free floating, like just a hostile, unpleasant energy, and you're putting it out in the chat every time that you see something or somebody that you don't like, I don't want to have that in my stream. It's not useful. It doesn't add any value to the stream. That's all you do? Well, if it's all I do, then that's fine. But then we'll go watch somebody else. But the fact is that the majority of people are not doing that. And so if that's all I do, you would expect more people like that. But there are a good amount. It's crazy to be that disrespectful for no reason. Yeah, exactly. It's just there's no reason for me to do that. And so anyway, yeah, so that's the reason. Like, I'm okay with people that are, like, hostile for reasons that make sense. But if you just don't like something and you're just constantly shit-talking it over and over, like, why would I want to have that type of negativity in my community for any reason? Like, why would I want to promote that or provide a platform for that or, like, anything? Because, like, again, the fact is that it's really only, like, 30 or 40 people that were doing it. And so, like, why would we let the entire vibe of the community be shifted because of 30 or 40 people that really want to express a lot of negativity towards something that they just don't like for really, I mean, and there's no real reason to not like this, right? Like, there's no, like, logical reason. Like, I could understand it's like somebody doesn't like ISIS, right? Somebody doesn't like, you know, like some, like, murderer or whatever. But, like, this is just literally some girl streaming with like, a cartoon character, right? And so, like, if this gets you to the point to where, like, you have to insult this person and, like, repeatedly berate them and degrade them, this is a point where you're a loser, man. You're, like, just an obnoxious, rude loser. And so, like, why would I want to provide a platform for obnoxious, weird, rude losers? Like, really? Like, no, I don't want to do that. Why the fuck would I want to do that? And so anyway, let's dial that the fuck down. And also, like, the thing is that a lot of people can never see the forest through the trees, right? Here's the forest, is the fact that these companies and these groups take advantage in a lot of cases of these content creators, and they create relationships with them that are completely one-sided, that are, I think, exploitative and predatory, and I think that they exercise a degree of control and a degree of oversight that is not coherent for, like, a good experience for an audience. It's not healthy for a relationship for a person to have with a management company. Like, if you worked at a job and your job treated you this way, you'd be losing your fucking mind. And so when I see this, I view this as, you know, an abstraction of a bad work practice that is being applied in an industry that I'm related to, right? So whenever I'm talking about it, I'm thinking about it on that level. I'm not thinking about Gora. I'm not even thinking about Hololive. I'm thinking about the idea of this and what this idea means and what her leaving, you know, how that affects this idea. So, like, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm in. And so anyway, let's go back. I just wanted to make sure I address that because there's been a lot of weird people. And again, there's just no reason for me to provide any platform for this. That's it. And so anyway, No, dude, nobody wants to listen to this crap. Think about your stream. The thing is, like, people say nobody wants to listen to it, but again, right now, I mean, I've been live for less than a half hour. I've got 30,000 viewers. A lot of people want to listen to it. So if you don't want to listen to it, that's fine. Then just go listen to something else. It's okay. Like, it's not a big deal to me. And so, yeah, I do. A lot of people do. And also, the thing is, too, is like yeah, I don't even know why you would say that. Yeah, you're not even here. You don't even contribute in the community. The only thing you contribute is just being rude. And so first and last message, bro. Like, why would I want to deal with that at all? And so anyway, yeah, it's just a very, very weird dynamic. And so anyway, that's the way I see it. Why am I crashing out? I am because there's just a lot of people that are hostile and rude for no reason. And so like because like this is a problem that I have with like my community, and it happens kind of regularly, is that I'm hostile a lot with people. And so like they think that like that free floating hostility, they can just apply it to anybody they want. But like nobody cares. Really? Well, why would you even say that? Like, why would you even, why even do this? And so, no, I just literally just don't be a dickhead. Don't be rude, right? For no reason. And that's it. And so, anyway, disagreeing with you isn't the same as crashing out. Well, it's not even, yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know what to say, but anyway, yeah, I just literally, like, I want to let people know, like, any type of hostility, disrespect, or rudeness that I experience, I have a one-size-fits-all policy, and that's a permanent ban. So if somebody types the same message 2 times or 3 times, if somebody says something I think is annoying, if somebody keeps bringing up the same topic, if somebody doesn't want me to talk about a topic, anything that happens, I will immediately permaban for it. So, and I usually don't ever read my ban appeals or anything. Like, so it's like if you get banned, that's it. And so that's really all there is to it. But I just want to make sure people understand that that's really how it goes on. And there's not really any degree of that I tolerate at all. And I only do whenever I think it's funny. But other than that, if that's it. So yeah, anyway, I feel like we talked about this for a while, and it's just weird at this point. So anyway, yeah, mods, just for right now, just go and anybody who's being weird or rude, just permaban all of them. Yeah, just go and permaban all of them. I feel like we haven't had like a cleanse in people like this for a while. So yeah, just anybody who's being rude even slightly, even like 1%, just permaban them. Get them out. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, Stalin purge. Exactly. Yep, Stalin purge. Get them out. Weird community, and I don't need to have it. I don't need them. Nobody does. That's why they're here. And so anyway, so that's really it. Yeah, you should. But with politics freaks, once you only react to politics stuff, no, it's not that at all. But anyway, yeah. So that's really what's going to happen. And we're gonna remember this day on ban appeal streams, maybe. But well, let me go back. I've been distracted like by a lot by this, and it's like, what am I doing? What am I doing getting distracted by this? Like, most people don't give a fuck about this. Let's move on. And so anyway, yeah, if somebody's rude, just permaban. Anyway, so this is what happens with a lot of these content creators, is that they have a relationship with a company that is like predatory and exploitative. And I think that like some companies, like for example, I know like VShojo, for example, I believe allows you to retain the rights of your IP after you leave the org. So like, for example, I think Silvervale is a good example of this. Silvervale was in VShojo, and then she left it. Same with Vebe, who's now Vey. Left VShojo, and they retained their entity, right? Their personality. And so that's a huge W for VShojo, right? It's a good thing that they did. And I think that all of these companies should look at that, and like really VTubers are people. They're not cartoons. They might play a cartoon, but they're not. And they should be treated like people and not cartoons and not comics or drawings. And I think that a lot of these systems are really holdovers from, you know, like Japanese idol culture maybe, or some other form of exploitative practice. And so, like I said this but myself, compared to traditional orgs and streaming agencies, VTuber-centric orgs are often exploitative to say the least. This seems to be a vestigial function of the idol management groups, primarily in Japan, so I hope it keeps dying as the YouTubers realize they have other options now. The fact is that VTubers make the org doesn't make the VTuber. And I think that the more indie VTubers you have, and indie ones are the ones that aren't part of one of these big orgs, the more of them that come out and that are successful, the more that will be proven. And so I'm very happy to see this happen in a way, because it shows that the tide is turning, and you can have people that are really well known who are willing to throw in the towel rather than continue to be theoretically, I mean, we don't know the details of this, but exploited, put in places that they don't want to be in, made to feel uncomfortable, etc. So yeah, I find this to be a very, very good thing, and I hope it continues to happen. I'll tell you about that, right? And so, why are you more sympathetic for this versus your take on voice actors losing their jobs to AI? Because these people are losing what their autonomy is, and that's the reason why. Yeah, it's really just that simple. The voice actor stuff is a lot different, and also because they're not attacking their audience. That's another really big reason, is that you know, you never have one of these VTubers go and like say a bunch of negative stuff about their audience. I think that's a huge reason. It's like, if you want to keep your audience and you want to keep a personality or whatever, it's a gotcha. Yeah, I think that the way that the person structured it, it's polite enough for it to be a conversation, but that's really what it was. Why doesn't she keep streaming independently? So the funny thing about that is that's what's happened. Is that let me see if I can find it here. Is that this is what's happened, not now, but just a second. So this girl, Doki Bird, used to be a personality previously in another like VTubing agency like Hololive, and it was called Nija Sanji. And she was removed from Nija Sanji, or she left. I don't remember like all the details. And Nija Sanji had pretty much everybody who was part of the group around her, like pretty much all like act like robots, saying the same thing, doing the same thing, so they could look like they were like stronger without her. And so like she left that org. And if you look at like her YouTube channel, for example, as far as I know, like she's still doing very well. She still gets views, etc. And this is a good thing, by the way. It's a very good thing. And she's popular on Twitter, etc. So I think this is going to continue to be the case. And as more and more VTubers like Gura and, you know, Doki Bird, as more of them go, you know, quote, indie, and they don't need to be represented by, like, one big group like this, I think that the more that they're going to have, like, the rights of their own, and they can decide to do what they want. They ran a smear campaign and tried to turn all her colleagues against her. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I mean, I think that's what happened, or at least their colleagues tried to turn each other against her. Either way, Nija Sanji really, I think, totally fucked up. And it made them look awful, by the way. It, like, massively damaged their brand in, like, a tremendous way. And speaking of that, I'll look at this again. Cover Corporation. This is the corporation that owns Hololive. Hololive is the group that, you know, Guargura was a part of. Their stock went down by, look at this. Like, it seems like, you know, this is another, you know, it's another liberation. Like, she just gets, like, they just got tariffed, right? She got her Liberation Day. It's not so good. And so anyway, yeah, it's Liberation Day again. She's their biggest English talent. Yeah, exactly. And so that's really the way I see it, and that's what it is. And she liberated the company, yeah. And so, and again, you look at this number, right? I mean, it's not like the worst number you've ever seen, but it's certainly not a good one either. Like, you look at this, and, you know, it was down, like, a little bit before, etc. But I think that really what's going to happen is that you're going to see more people that realize that, you know, it's really the tail wagging the dog with these corporations that are exercising this level of control. And I think also audiences in a general sense are not fans of it either, because the way that these people are treated is very inauthentic and it's artificial. And I think audiences can sense that, and it's off-putting to them. So I think we're going to see a lot more pushback from this and a lot more negativity. And I think that's a good thing, not towards Guargura, obviously, but towards these organizations that are overly controlling and predatory to a degree that is, I think, like unfair for, like, a content creator, right? So yeah, that's it. Could Gura stream with the same identity, or would she need a completely new one? She would need a completely new identity. And so like that's it, similar to modeling contracts. I don't know what modeling contracts are. I'm just not familiar with them. But yeah, I did see that earlier today. This is like really, really big news yesterday, etc. She has an old one. Yeah, well then she's probably going to use that. That's pretty much what I would assume. And good for her. I think that would be great for her. And I think that when that happens, you're going to see tons of people support her. The odds are we're probably never going to know the details and the nuts and bolts of why this happened. But I think that you can be sure that, you know, again, with all of the other cases that have happened publicly, that we have had information shared publicly, the odds are that this one probably isn't completely different, you know? So, yeah. Machinima wanted this walk so this company could run into the ground. Well, actually, like, so, idle management companies in Japan and Korea walked so Machinima could trip and fall and die, and then you know, Hololive and these other companies could look at Machinima and say, okay, well, let's do that, but not trip and fall. And so it's a little bit different, right? Because this has been going on, like this premise has been going on for a very, very long time, and it predates internet culture. So like, for example, like idols in certain places are not even allowed to publicly have a boyfriend or a girlfriend even, because if you do that, it can fuck with the fantasy that the audience has with you. And in my opinion, I find this to be, I think it's sick, to be honest. I think it's sick and weird and disgusting. And the reason why is that if you take it to the second level and you take it to like the next frame of conclusion, what you have is you have these people that are effectively going and they're just being what do you call it? They're basically farming weirdos that are obsessed with them. Like that's it, and they want to sell a fake fantasy to a bunch of like lonely weirdos. And I just think that's like, it's unhealthy. It's, I don't really know. I don't like using the word predatory, but it is predatory to an extent. It's just gross, bro. Like it's weird. And so, yeah. Yeah, idols need to be like Playboy. Yeah, exactly. OnlyFans, but before OnlyFans existed. Yeah, exactly. It takes away their own personal liberties from their talents. It's fucked up. It is. Do you know how much these companies pay? The odds are a lot of these girls are probably compensated pretty well. Like I would assume that they are, and they probably have like a relatively good payout, etc. So I'm not trying to say like that they're not making any money or whatever, but I think that it's not really always about money. And especially like, I mean, for somebody that's this popular, like you've pretty much hit the threshold of like, I'm making enough money, like, you know, years ago. And so like now you're in a totally different threshold, a totally different world. So yeah. Let's see here. And they sell an insane amount of merch. Yeah, I don't know how many fucking, like, I went to an anime convention, there was like 10 people walking around with Shy Lily merchandise on. So like, yeah, it's super fucking popular. But that's really it. No dating, Asmon. Well, again, and you have streamers, like, and this is the thing, is that, like, especially early on, and even girl streamers have this problem. Have you guys ever seen, like, a girl streamer that gets a boyfriend, and then, like, immediately a lot of her, like, donators or, you know, sub-gifters or, you know, like, even her viewership at a macro level drops massively? Well, the reason why that happens, here's the reason why. It's because these people weren't giving her money. They were giving her money with like the weird mentally ill hope that maybe if I do enough of these things that she'll notice me and she'll have sex with me. That is actually like, and a lot of people don't want to say this, right? Nobody wants to say this, but that actually is how simple it is. Because if, what could be the other reason if you start dating somebody and then you hate the person then? Well, I wonder. I fucking wonder. Like, what are we even talking about? It's obvious. And so that's it. They're simps. Yeah, they are. They're simps. And so, like, if you have a culture around farming simps, and I'm not saying this is what they do, but this is like an idol culture vestige, as I said, of like farming simps, lying to them about your relationships, etc. You know, you make your bed. You do. And you make it with a bunch of fucking freaks. That's the facts. A bunch of fucking freak weirdos, controlling, unpleasant, fucking, like, just the worst people. You never want to be around these people in real life. And that's it. It's unattractive even if you don't want to get with a girl. I realize that myself. The idea of talking to fantasy is gone, even if you don't want to hook up or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like there's like an implied fantasy whenever you're talking to a girl that's single that like something could be going on. And this is the way like chatters in girl streams act, right? I mean, like, I'm not, guys, I like literally every single, like, every single bit of like I could do an 8-hour stream about the different ways that this is true. Like, fucking, it's, you could look at it this way. You've got this graph, and then there's these data points, and then there's this other thing, and then you look at representation. You do fucking everything, and it's gonna say the same fucking thing. And so that's it. Is Asmongold single? Yes, of course. I don't want, bro, like, yes, I don't want people to lose the fantasy. And so it can be very dangerous. Remember what happened to Emma Valkyrie? Bro, well, the thing is that I think COVID really, this is the thing with COVID. COVID, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I was even talking to somebody about this yesterday. And so what happened with COVID is that people lost their fucking minds. Like, they went off the rails after COVID. Everybody totally lost it. And it's crazy to think, it really is. Because why would that even happen? But yeah, like, basically, if somebody was, like, 100% retarded, actually, like, let's say if somebody was 10% retarded, COVID took it and like multiplied it by like 2 times, right? So like now they're 40% retarded. It's like, you know, times 10. Okay, so it's like 20 times 10 times 2 again. It's 40, right? So, but here's the problem though. Here's the real issue is that you had people that were already 80% retarded. Oh fuck. That's like now they're 320% retarded. Oh fuck. Oh shit, what are you gonna do? Oh no. And it's not good. I tell you that. Those are the ones that try to show up and snipe people like these weirdos, right? And so that's it. On some real shit, can you cover the Canadian debates tomorrow? Look, bro, if I'm live, I'll do it. And if it's not late, I'll do it. Sure, but I'm not Canadian, but yeah, I'll probably watch them. We'll see what happens. But, and so that's it. It's Body Pillow Boys. Yeah, like, I remember I went to, like, an anime convention, like, a convention that was, like, you know, tangential to anime, in, like, 2012, and, like, nobody had body pillows there, right? And, like, now I went to an anime convention, like, I don't know, like, a few months ago with Emmy and, a fucking Miz and Extra Emily, and, people just walk around, like, they even have girls sign their body pillows. Like, bro, you just are out with it? You just lay it out there. You just put it on. You put it right in front of them. Damn. God damn. What the hell is going on? And so that's what I think. And so, yeah, if you call the COVID pandemic rise of the Gooners. Yeah. And so this is really what's happened. I wanted to talk about this and get into it, but I totally support Gura. I think that she's a great creator. I've seen a number of her clips. I'm not really a big, honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't watch streams, bro. That shit's boring. Who the fuck would watch a stream? But the fact is that, you know, I see clips here and there, and, you know, like, it's good. I mean, like, not her. I'm just talking about everybody, right? I mean, what the fuck? I gotta play a video game. I get off stream, I play a video game. I get on Twitter, I play some turn-based combat on Twitter. And so, yeah, what the fuck am I gonna do? And so, yeah, but I mean, for her, like, I think that what she did is incredible. The level of, you know, like, the success that she achieved is, you know, really respectable. It's tremendously respectable. And I'm glad to see, you know, like, so many people supporting her. And, you know, that's the way I feel about it. That's where I'm at. That's how I feel, you know?